Welcome back, Potato Monster fans around the world, to a brand new episode of our League of Legends Top 5 Plays. Week 210 features everything from smelly rats to a split-pushing challenger Shaco, so let's dive right into things with our first play from a Texer on Cassiopeia. We begin this play with Cass shoving in mid when all of a sudden Hecarim is here for a gank. A Texer gets stunned by Event Horizon, but she realizes Veigar is almost out of mana and decides to turn and burn, melting him while picking up level 6 in the heal from Dangerous Game. Right as Hecarim gets into range, she turns with a point-blank ult, using the stun to kite back with the speed up from her Q while DPSing him down for the double. Landing in at our number 4 spot, we have the Stinky Giant on Twitch with a huge play to shut down the enemy team. We start right into the action as they find a quick pick on Fizz, but he knows they're doing Baron, so he wards, opening up with his ultimate on Morgana as the shots pierce through multiple enemies and expunge on top of Baron gets him the quad. Thanks to a super bro Jarvan, Twitch is able to run around and get into range to pick up the Penta. Let's take one more quick look at that crucial moment where the ward goes over the wall and Twitch, who has a great angle of attack, takes it from there. Womboing his way into 3rd place is Phantomless on Gnar with a beastly play to take over a team fight. After randomly chunking Jace out with poke, Gnar and Xerath follow through for the kill as Gnar starts stacking up rage. Once Jace goes down, he starts to move towards the enemy team, catching them grouped up with a hop flash and ult, locking down all 4 players while Xerath's ult rains down. Vayne tries to play the line of sight but ends up getting a boulder to the face, giving blue team the ace and ability to siege up. At 2nd place for this week, we have Roy Sauce 1 on Orianna, but big props to the rest of blue team for their parts in this play. As they try to take the inhib, the enemy team look to make their final stand as the E charges in and then runs out to start the fight. Maokai comes in, but let's keep our focus on Lee Sin and Orianna as we see him kick Maokai, who collides into the players who got shockwaved into Last Breath from Yasuo for the instant quad. Right after the 4 for 0, they're able to push with the Baron creeps to bring this game to an end. Our number 1 play comes from a Challenger Elo game as one of the most feared solo queue Shaco players goes on a spree. Coming in with a score of 5-3 and 8 and 201 farm, this Shaco is not fed, just a beast at splitting and farming. So now we see him doing just that, and as he puts pressure top lane, the enemy team is forced to respawn and we see them start to close in. At this point, he's looking to get tricky and isolate them, so he runs to the wall and fakes the deceive over it, causing the enemy team to spread out to look for him. This leaves Kassadin open for a pick with Ignite and Hydra, and then he ults, using this time to stall and wait for cooldowns. He drops a box and leaves the brush, stops for a second to bait the EQ from Jarvan, and while all of this is going on, he puts his clone on Caitlyn to get her low. Thresh lines up a hook for when he revives, but Shot Clone is one step ahead and actually manages to turn the deceive into a surprise kill on Caitlyn. With nothing up, he goes into full juke mode, dodging another EQ while putting down a box that ends up double fearing them as Froggen comes in to save the day. Knowing the limits so well, Shot Clone decides to go back in, deceive dodging another Q from Jarvan before bursting him down. Froggen follows up on Thresh to take him down as well, turning the split pushing Shaco play into the game-winning play. And for the bonus clip of the week, we have an interesting bug from Fatal Anthon Tryndamere, who gets an unexpected double kill because Rito loves a little friendly fire every now and then. As the rest of this plays out, I wanted to give a quick shout out to a site called OpinionOutpost.com. I've mentioned them once or twice in the past, but for those who don't know, it's a free to join website where you give your feedback on things like TV shows and movies to earn points. Once you do it enough, you're able to select rewards that range from Amazon gift cards to straight up cash. It's a pretty sweet website, and as I've mentioned before, I use this site to get PayPal money, which basically turns into RP. I've been using it a lot lately in preparation for when DJ Sona comes out because my wallet's already hurting with all these new skins. I definitely recommend giving the website at least a look, and I'll provide a link to it right down below in the description box. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and never trust the Tryndamere.